It's no secret not everyone likes the same food. Some people can eat a little of everything at a buffet, while others have such a limited diet that they're labeled as picky eaters. This picky eating does not spawn from someone not liking the taste of food that another person enjoys. They may not like the food because it in fact tastes completely different than does to the non-picky eater, and it's all due to genetics. That's right. This discussion of genetics is very interesting because now we know that genes affect more than just our looks. They affect how the world looks to each individual person. For example, what does cilantro taste like to you? Just good old leafy greens? Then you can consider yourself lucky because 14% of the population thinks it tastes like dish soap. If you are one of the unlucky few who taste soap, then you can consider your taste buds one of a kind. So, based on your genetic makeup that's been passed down to you, you could taste completely different from your friends and family. One person may taste a sweet, honey-like cracker, while someone else tastes brittle cardboard. Why do people taste differently? What effect does the number of taste buds have on taste? And why are people partial to certain food groups or certain types of food? Well, based on your genes, you could be a super taster, like 25% of the population, a regular taster, like 50% of the population, or a non-taster, like 25% of the population. Super tasters have a better ability to detect bitterness than regular tasters, while non-tasters can rarely taste bitterness at all. This results in super tasters often being picky eaters and not enjoying most vegetables. You could be a super taster if you don't enjoy most veggies, think that coffee, wine, and smoking are all too strong, or eat an excess amount of salt. If you're a non-taster, then you probably don't mind the taste of vegetables, will order a stronger wine, or more easily able to eat lemons and warhead candy. The whole concept of different kinds of tasters was discovered by a chemist named Arthur Fox in the 1930s when he accidentally blew up a chemical compound called PTC. When it was blown into the air, some of his colleagues could taste something bitter, while Fox and a few others tasted nothing at all. Researchers have now found that to taste PTC, someone needs one copy of the dominant allele for a gene called TAS2R38. Receiving 2 copies of the recessive allele for this gene results in someone not being able to taste PTC. The complexity of this increases, as we know that humans have roughly 30 genes for bitter taste receptors. There's evidence to say that the reason for these differences in taste come from the amount of taste buds in someone's mouth. Now, there's a large range of number you have, since the general amount is between 2,000 to 10,000 taste buds. Super tasters have more and stronger taste buds. In an article written by Kimberly Holland on Healthline.com, she says, "You might see a couple statistics on other websites that define super tasters as having 35 to 60 taste buds in a 6mm round section of the tongue, about the size of a pencil eraser. While average tasters have about 15 to 35, and non-tasters have 15 or fewer in the same space. The reason why the number of taste buds would affect your taste is because when you have more taste buds in your mouth, then when you eat, there are more taste receptors being activated. Having less taste buds results in less taste buds being activated, and the signal to the brain is weakened. You can see how many taste buds you have by first dyeing your tongue blue or staining it with wine. Once you've done that, you can take a piece of paper that's been punched with a hole punch and use it to cover your tongue. When your tongue is dyed, your taste buds should stay pink, so you can count them to see if you're a super taster, regular taster, or non-taster. But remember that the results may not be completely accurate. Lots of people love a salad, but to their friends, it could be less than appetizing. So, if you love salad, you may be more partial to vegetables, because most people will choose one food group that they prefer over the other 4 based on how well they receive taste, like sweetness, sourness, and bitterness, as well as saltiness and umami, which is a fancy word for savoriness. If you most enjoy bread or bread-based food and pasta, you're probably more partial to grains. If you enjoy fruit, then you're probably more partial to sweetness. This is, of course, due to what kind of taster your genes made you. Someone who has more sweet taste receptors may be more partial to veggies and grains. If someone needs more sweetness in their diet, they'll probably be eating fruit. And if someone needs a stronger taste of umami or savoriness, then they probably most enjoy meat and poultry. So, because of your genes, you could taste food completely different from your friends and family, mostly due to what kind of how many taste buds you have. This leaves further questions about what else is different in your friend's world. Do they see, hear, feel differently? You could be the only person that sees the world in your way. With this information, one can know the correct way to tinker with food if they know which taster they are. For example, if someone has a young child who will not eat their veggies, they can try covering up the bitterness with salt or mayonnaise if they think that their child is a super taster. So go home and try it. You can make all your meals more enjoyable by making them for your taste buds, and there's no harm in giving it a go.